First carry for the five-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Easy.
On second down, it's Tomlinson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tomlinson again, a first down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
To throw, it's Brady. Harris has it over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. So the offense has it first and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moss. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Tomlinson on first and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
That's complete right around the 8. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Tomlinson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. LaDainian Tomlinson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Back to throw. Moon. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash them there. They blasted it. Them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On the counter, it's Tomlinson. He's to the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Moon toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
This one grabbed by A.J. Green, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. On 1st down, Moon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. To throw on 2nd down, Moon. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, Moon. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting play.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, nice move. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now it's Gurley. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. Flushed out right.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it at the 17-yard line. And Janikowski bangs it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board. Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. They run with LT. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Play clock winding down. On the handoff, Tomlinson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll try the left side with LT. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and just like that, it's third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On third down, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And Brady will sneak it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Anthony Lynn went for it, but did not get it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. first down, it's Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Given 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, they run with Gurley. And all the way in for the touchdown. Todd Gurley, 37 yards. And his guys now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And the play clock's running down. Again, it's Tomlinson. Stays on his feet. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Fresh set of downs here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Handoff left, Tomlinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now Tomlinson on the handoff. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 12 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And now whistles blow here. Play is stopped, and we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on 4th down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an offset eye. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share.
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Yeah. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that in my mommy. I will never give my heart to a I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, all in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you'll have your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on the jet ski, it's me. Every day, get to the day I die. Every day, get, man, I that, and I that, bouncing up and down, nearly broke. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway from Heinz Field. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's Gurley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Von Miller coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. From the gun, it's Wentz. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 33. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Brady. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now it's Tomlinson, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Time running out here on the play clock. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Let's go.
And an alley to run. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here we go.
Running right, this is Tomlinson. There he goes inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson, 44 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Brady now to throw. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Gurley again here on first down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Sacramento. Play action. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Throwing on first is Wentz. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From midfield, here's Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Bryant. And touchdown! Des Bryant, 50 yards. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Play clock winding down. Brady now on first down. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. And this is Tomlinson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady. And it is incomplete. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Another carry now for Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Bailey able to knock it through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good. Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land. Solid analogy. I like it. This fielded at the 2. A nice little juke. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here. And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there. You think that factored in? I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. Let's go! And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Well, they were going draw play there. The defense wasn't fooled. They sniffed it out. I think they're going to have to go back and take a few more acting classes, because that's what a lot of that is. You've got to influence them to think that it's going to be a pass play and have them drop out, and maybe the defensive front coming. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's certainly not something we see often from number 12, Tom Brady, although we did see it in Super Bowl 51. And that's why it's so memorable, because of what you just said. It doesn't happen very often. And think of the momentum that you gain as a defense, not only picking off Tom Brady, but pick 6. Oh, boy, you feel good about yourselves. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Steps away to his left. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did. Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there. Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt. The Chargers getting set to go, and the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers. Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. They set up the screen to LT. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball? You can sense it. Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. So step off the 5 yards. Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one. Tomlinson, and some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Brady now on first down. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Play action. It's Wentz. Trying to lay one up deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Wentz. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Michael Strahan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. 'time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
2
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On second down, here's Brady. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Tomlinson. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
1st down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. They'll run. Tomlinson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Back now in Pittsburgh. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Tomlinson. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Tomlinson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. LaDainian Tomlinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he spins through. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, With the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Wentz going to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Von Miller in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's taken inside his own 40. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. To begin the drive. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He's back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. One final try now for Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.
Honorable C note.
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Amen, amen, yeah. Amen. Bad boys and they can't win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Jet. Going up, going up, going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up, going up, going up. Did it like my persona. Going up, going up, going up. Living up was honest. We was the drug them hardest. Then we pull up in the furnace. Glow up, walking. Show up, baby, hold up, blow up, boys, don't touch, we flow up, yeah, I'm laughing to the bank, all new blue Benny Franks, pulled up on him in the tank, yeah, that guy just a rap guy, I'm so mad flying, he ain't, let me back, tight gave me, until I was going on, I'm Miami, they all cornballs, they can't stand me, I finesse, all them, I hear, get a plan. Oscar, that might whoa. On the low. Got screen on yo-yo. She post up her MCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we see him, he always ask for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Amen, yeah. Amen. Bad boys and they can't win. Can't win. Jet. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Living up was honest. We was the drug them hardest. Then we pull up in the furnace. Glow up. Walking. Show up. Baby, hold up. Glow up. Boys, don't touch. We flow up. Yeah, she lucky. Cause she 5 mil cash in Kentucky. I walk up in demons, spend 10K just like it's nothing. I hang with the demons, they don't play by me, we cut. I was coolin', Atlanta, mixed with the Fanta. All them, I got Santa, I go monkey, all that. Gonna do just what I say.
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jadeveon Clowney in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harrison. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Moon to the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Second down and just 1. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
When we did DeMarcus Ware's games in Dallas, did we spend most of the time talking about him rushing the passer?
We did, and how about now?
Oh, boy, he's expanded his game in a big way. Really does a great job in the run game now, using his length, using his leverage to hold the point of attack and make plays as we just saw there.
Looking to throw. Moon. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it off to Jamal Charles there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
Yeah, came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
To throw again. Moon. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Ware coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Moon. He completes it to Nelson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Moon. That is caught at the 7. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. And not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So 1:56 to play in this 1st half. Back with more after this. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
9 yards to go. It's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On play action, Rodgers. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown! Marvin Harrison, 40 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, Moon. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Moon. And some room to roam now. Fighting down past the 45. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Evans has it left side. And he's taken down deep in their territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they're operating in the red zone. Rodgers now on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marvin Harrison, as the first half is winding down. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the... This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit, Ball pops out, incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Let's go.
Back to the air on second down. Moon forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, DeMarcus Ware. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on first down. Moon. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Moon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Oh, that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be knocked down sideways. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. The play clock's running down. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Toss play, Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Evans. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Khalil Mack able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Flushed out right. And Ingram holds it in. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could have...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw on 2nd down. Moon. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This is incomplete. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Here's Kamara, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Defense showing blitz. Throwing is Rodgers. Over the middle to Evans. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. 23 yards on the play. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend.
85 popping.